struggling early on. Before the 2-0, throw over to first base to check on Griffin Sotomayor, who for a catcher has some speed. A couple stolen bags. He's playing in his 10th game at first base. Has a decent-sized lead being held on by Wilson Weber. The 2-0 to Miller. Driven into right field, but right at Ryan Christensen, and that retires the side.
After
the Black Bears were trailing 2-0 before they came up to the plate, and now lead 3-2 thanks to the 3-run home giveaway from Chris Brown.
First giveaways are going to be for a Nippon Dino Wave packaging gift basket and one surprise gift card. Take it away, Lane.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your hehealthy, active summer. Peace, Health, and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Signed up for one of our drawings, get over there on third baseline.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in rain or snow. My 777-200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. We begin the top of the second. 3-2, Black Bears ahead. Let's take a look at the keys to the game as Austin McWilliams goes back out there to begin the top of the second. Play better defense to get ready for the playoff. 9 errors committed in the last series in Yakima. And keep your foot on the gas. This is a playoff series for Benz, who are still in the mix, trying to catch Portland for the 4th and final playoff spot. The Pickles have lost 6 out of 7, keeping the hope for Bend alive. The Elks are currently 2 games behind Portland with 3 games to play. Portland will finish the regular season in Walla Walla. 1-0 to the number 9 hitter, James Williams. He's the catcher for the Elks, hitting 188 in his 7th game. Takes a fastball upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Thanks so much for tuning in on the Cowlitz Black Bears YouTube channel. I'm Joey Senna, and we've seen some exciting baseball as of late. 9 straight games, 8 straight series wins, and 10 out of 11 series wins for the Black Bears. 3-0, and Williams takes 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning, and we'll see how long the rope is for Austin McWilliams.
The Elks are back to the top of their lineup with shortstop number 26, Tyler
The order
Peterson.
flips over for the first time as Tyler Peterson steps back in. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the top of the first to lead off the game. Playing in his 42nd game, he's hitting .287. Swings out the first pitch, and it's lined foul down the first base line. No balls and 1 strike to Peterson. The runner on first base and nobody out. McWilliams back in the stretch, as he has been for the majority of the game. Laying down a bunt, Sotomayor comes in front of the plate and throws wide of Ian Riley at first. And they're going to call Tyler Peterson out on runner's interference. And that's going to be the first out of the inning, as the bench skipper comes out to talk to Tim Montoya. He's the one who called runner's interference on Peterson. Wow, things have turned around for the Black Bears now with
left fielder, number 25,
James
Derek
Williams, who
Gallos.
was at third base, and Tyler Peterson was going to be heading to second base as the ball got past Ian Riley, but instead James Williams is back at first base, and there's one out. So a break for the Black Bears in the top of the second, and McWilliams gets ahead of Derek Gallos, 0-1. Trying to work ahead in the count. Check swing, but Gallo's able to hold up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on and 1 gone in the top of the second. Ian Riley, not a typical first baseman, getting his first start at first this season. Hit down the left field line, and that peels foul near the general admission section. They're selling tickets for the playoff game next week in the general admission section for just $3. And during that playoff game, you can get $3 nachos, $3 hot dogs, and domestic canned beer. 1-2, misses high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the Black Bears will have a home game no matter what in the playoffs, but it hasn't been decided if it's going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll go into that a little bit more after this. The 2-2 off the hands and out of play. So if the Black Bears stay where they are right now as a number 3 seed, there's 4 seeds that make the playoffs in each division, the South Division and the North Division in the West Coast League. And in the 3 seed, they would host a game on Tuesday and then travel to Corvallis Wednesday for a game. Wednesday and potentially Thursday. It's a best-of-3 series. Ground ball hit sharply to Riley. Goes to second for 1, and the throw back. Not in time, but Ian Riley, a great job at getting that ball, who's not usually a first baseman. He's showing off his athleticism in his leather early on. In game 1, they do get the lead runner at second base.
Number 35, Luca DiPaolo.
On another fielder's choice for the Elks and another fielder's choice for Derek Gallos, who's now at first base with 2 outs. So in the best-of-3 playoff series, the Black Bears would host game 1 of that series if they're the 3 seed, and they would travel to Corvallis if they are able to become the 2 seed. The Black Bears currently a game and a half back of Corvallis for that number 2 seed. And Corvallis is hosting the Ridgefield Raptors. 1-0 is popped up, and that gets out of play. On Tuesday in game 1 against Yakima, the Black Bears needed to win to be in, and they did just that, punching their first playoff berth since 2012 and their second in franchise history since their inaugural season in 2010. They also broke the stolen base team record as well in that first game. Breaking ball misses. Marcus Titiali'i hit the first pitch of the game out of the park. He would go on to hit another home run in the game as well. Ian Riley, who's at first base, also hit his 3rd home run of the season. And the Black Bears took game 1 12-7 in Yakima. 2-1 inside pitch that DiPaolo was able to get out of the way of. 3 balls and 1 strike to the number 3 hitter, who's in the DH spot for the series opener. In game 2, the Black Bears sent 8 men to the plate in the first inning. They scored 3 runs in each of the first 2 innings. It was all Cowlitz in game 2, winning their 8th straight series with that game 2 win. 3-1, lifted into right center field, going back, and it playing off the wall is Seth Stroh, who throws it in very quickly. But the Elks tie the game right away in the top of the second with the 2-out RBI double from Luca DiPaolo. And we are in for an exciting series between the Elks and the Black Bears.
Now batting for the Elks, the first baseman, number 20, Wilson Weber.
This guy, all he does is give in the alleys. It's like he's bowling out here.
Runner on second, 2 outs and 1 in for the Elks. Fastball taken on the inner half, strike 1, called to Wilson Weber, who reached on the fielder's choice and came in to score one of the 2 runs that Ben scored in the opening frame. 1-0, misses below the knees. In Game 3 of the series, Cowlitz was also in control. The recently acquired additions to the lineup have already contributed and have made a difference on the team. 1-1, misses low and outside. Kyle Marion is 5 for 11 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs, and walks. And Marcus Titiali'i has been on a tear. He had his first multi-home run game for any Black Bear player this season. He is 11 for 36. Hit in the air on the right side. Ian Riley gives chase, but will run out of room. Titiali'i has 13 runs scored and 9 runs batted in. And he's crushed 4 home runs, all in his first 10 games. And the Black Bears played a sloppy game last night, committing 4 errors in the game. And the tying run was aboard for the Pippins in last night's game, but Lyndon Glidewell, the 2-2, breaking ball just misses a wee bit outside, and it's a full count now to the cleanup hitter. But Lyndon Glidewell bared down and shut the door on the Apples. They aren't always pretty, but Cowlitz still came away with the W. The 3-2. Hit in the 6th hole, and Marion dives for it, unable to come up with it. The throw home from Titiali'i is a close one. In time, Marcus Titiali'i with the outfield assist to get Luca DiPaolo at home to keep the game tied 3-3. Wow, a lot of excitement here in the series opener between Ben and Cowlitz. Stay tuned as Michael Buchanan will join me in the booth to start the 4th inning. He'll be up here the 4th through the 7th. Go ahead and drop any questions on the YouTube page right now so I can ask Michael Buchanan when he's up here. Through 1.5, 3-3 from David, B-Story Fields.
Please welcome Beacon Hill Water and Sewer District out on.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Game Show, one of the nicest